The gaming world was sent into a little state of chaos by Nintendo following their Direct last week. With price hikes on popular titles and old favorites making their long-awaited return, we got all that and more for you guys. Up next. What up guys, this is Kalo and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and follow me on Twitter. So there has been a little bit of an influx of new subscribers to this channel, so I just want to take some time to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you, it means the world, and let's get into today's news. So, it's Valentine's Day, and love is in the air, and speaking of things I love and sometimes don't love, let's just talk about Nintendo. So, last week they held what seems to be their annual February Direct, announcing a plethora of new titles coming to the Switch in the first half of 2023. For the sake of time, I'll just be highlighting some bigger titles while focusing in on key details here that many people are rather unenthused by. So, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom got a brand new trailer at this Direct, and it looks stunning. But don't let all the bells and whistles distract you now, because Nintendo confirmed the new entry for the Zelda franchise will be $70. Now, I want to say this new entry will most likely be jam-packed with content much like Breath of the Wild, and will go on to sell millions of copies. But what is weird about this whole thing is Nintendo's messaging behind the price hike was pretty much non-existent until the game went up on the eShop. Now, the listing did leak prior to the Direct, but was removed by all the big box stores and then was relisted after the Direct. Nintendo didn't speak on this matter until they gave a statement to Game Informer that read, "We determined the suggested retail price for any Nintendo product on a case-by-case basis." Then Game Informer asked if this is going to be the trend moving forward, and they replied, "No, we determined the suggested retail price on Nintendo products on a case-by-case basis." Did y'all hear an echo? This does hold true with titles from Nintendo like Switch Sports being listed at $39.99, Kirby's Dream Buffet listing at $14.99, and Pikmin 4 being listed at $59.99. So that's a wide range of prices. Now, it's no secret that the price of making games is rising, with Elden Ring costing at around $100 to $200 million just to make. But the Switch is at a bit of a disadvantage here because it can barely run those games. Consoles like the Series X and the PS5 have both recently been leveraging the whole next-gen hardware argument to reflect the pricing of its games. This all could have been avoided as well if Nintendo went through with their now canceled plans for a Switch Pro, according to Digital Foundry. But fans of Nintendo will most likely have to wait until early 2024, the earliest, to get their hands on Nintendo's next big console. But let's recap some of the good parts of the recent Direct, starting with the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games making their way to Nintendo Switch Online. But if you want the Game Boy Advance library that includes titles like Mario Kart, Super Circuit, and The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap, you'll need to purchase the expansion pack. And a quick thing to touch on, Pikmin 4 looks amazing. And Nintendo finally gave the fans what they've been wanting and more by shadow dropping Metroid Prime Remaster, with physical copies making their way to stores on February 22nd. And it's worth noting, as of this recording, the game is sitting at a 95 on Metacritic, so that's always good. I always enjoyed Metroid Prime on the GameCube, so it's just nice to see this title back. People are also even speculating that Metroid Primes 2 and 3 might be on their way as well. Advance Wars 1 and 2 got a release date on April 21st. Baten Kaido 1 and 2 Remaster was confirmed to be on its way as well. Ghost Trick and Katamari 2 will also be getting remastered, along with a new Professor Layton game that is currently in the works. And finally, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 content is out this month, and the original Inkopolis is coming to Splatoon 3 with new story content. But as per usual, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. What are your thoughts about this recent Direct, and what are some of the games that you guys are excited for? For me, it's Pikmin. I can't get enough of that game. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.